countries. But sometimes these spies get caught by intelligence agencies like the FBI. Today we'll look at some videos I've obtained of real spies caught in the United States. These foreign spies are from all over the world, and some of their tactics and stories caught on camera are truly amazing and scary. Anna Chapman. Anna Chapman was born in the Soviet Union. There she was recruited by the KGB. This is Russia's main intelligence agency. But in the 2000s, she moved to an area in the United States. She lived among her neighbors in an American suburb, and they believed she was the CEO of a real estate company. But in real life, she was a Russian spy sent to America. A secret FBI video of her was released. It shows her meeting with what she thinks is a Russian contact. But really it's an undercover FBI agent. The undercover agent named Roman convinced her to send a fake passport to another Russian spy. Eventually she was arrested, but she was swapped with an American spy caught in Russia and sent back to her homeland. The FBI later found out that her spying went even deeper. She had kids born in the USA which she was training to be KGB spies as well. But thankfully she was caught before she could do that. Chinese spy. In the San Francisco Bay Area, many knew Edward Pong as a tour guide. But in 2018, the FBI realized he was a spy for China. He was caught taping $20,000 to the underside of a TV stand. Hours later, Pong comes back to pick up a USB stick. He thought the data on the USB had classified government secrets. But what Pong didn't know is that a double agent working for the FBI is who left the memory stick there. He was going to pass these secrets on to China. But thankfully in 2015, a double agent penetrated the spy ring. They actually did this for 3 years, giving him fake information. Pong would pick up the memory cards and then fly them to China. He posed as a normal American and his neighbors were stunned when they found out the truth. FBI mole. Not all spies for foreign countries come from that country. In fact, the most effective way to spy on a country is to get a mole inside that country. And who could be a better mole to spy on the US government than an FBI agent? It sounds crazy, but for many years, Robert Hanssen, an FBI agent, was a mole for Russia. He spied for the Soviet Union and later Russia from 1979 to 2001. It's been described as the worst intelligence disaster in US history. He gave many secrets to Russian agents in exchange for money. He delivered many top secret things, for example, nuclear weaponry intelligence and satellite information. He also gave Russians the names of American assets in Russia, which undoubtedly led to many people losing their lives. Russian spies would leave money in Wolf Trap Creek in Virginia. He would then pick up the money and leave behind information. But it was at this drop site where he was caught by the FBI. He was leaving what he thought was a drop, but really it was a sting by the FBI and they surrounded him. When he was caught, he said, "What took you so long?" He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, and he earned an estimated $1.5 million in cash and diamonds for his spying activities. Before we go on, be sure to check out the join button. You can become a Top 10s member and have access to exclusive comment emojis and content. Bag swap. The spy in this video is named Christopher Metsos, or at least that was his cover name. Really, he's a Russian spy named Pavel Kapustin. In this FBI video, he can be seen doing a covert bag swap. He was swapping secrets in exchange for money, and that money would be distributed to other spies and assets they had. The other man in the video is a Russian official, perhaps a diplomat, and the footage was captured by secret cameras in New York. But Christopher Metsos got away with it. Police went to arrest him but found he'd fled to Cyprus. He may now be living back in Russia, but he will likely never be caught for his spying. Spy bridge. As we've mentioned, Robert Hanssen would do his dead drops under a bridge. A dead drop being where you leave behind classified information for someone to pick up later. That's what Russian spy Mikhail Semenko is doing in this video. He was approached by an undercover FBI agent who said he was a Russian spy. Semenko then accepted $5,000 to do a dead drop of secret information. He was caught on a secret video doing just that. The FBI obtained the secret info he thought he was giving to a Russian spy. He was arrested in 2010, but it's thought he'd been transferring money to Russian sleeper agents since 2004. Dead drop. The video we just saw was an unsuccessful dead drop. That is because it was a fake one staged by the FBI. But this video shows Michael Zatoli doing a real dead drop. Michael Zatoli being the fake name of Mikhail Kutzik, a Russian spy. You can see him recovering a package by digging it up. What he didn't know is the FBI had put a secret camera in a tree above him. The FBI said him and his wife had been spying on the USA for Russia since 2004, but they were swapped for US spies caught in Russia. Intel swap. This video shows Michael Zatoli and also Richard Murphy. Richard Murphy was the fake name of Vladimir Guryev. They can be seen meeting in Brooklyn, New York. And they're talking about spy activities while being secretly filmed by the FBI. At one point, they even seem to exchange information or perhaps money. Department store spy. This is another video of Anna Chapman, the Russian spy, and outside is an unidentified Russian official. While she was in the store, the man waits outside. When she leaves the store, it's thought the two met up. She then gave him some intelligence and he may have given her some money. But for legal reasons, the FBI can't disclose the name of the Russian diplomat. Train station exchange. This video was caught by a secret FBI camera inside a train station in New York. The spy Richard Murphy exchanges a package with a Russian diplomat. He's seen in disguise looking around. Then on the stairwell, they do a very sneaky, covert bag swap. Cafe meeting. This is another secretly recorded meeting between Michael Zatoli and Richard Murphy. This time they're meeting at a cafe and discussing spy secrets. At one point, Zatoli even appears to give Murphy something from his bag. This could have been a flash drive, money, or documents. New York meeting. It was secretly filmed by an FBI agent high up in a building. They met in Columbus Circle, New York. They walked around and spoke for some time, but were later arrested. Now it's time to make your voice heard. These videos really prove how many spies we have in our countries. It doesn't matter where you are, there's likely many spies from all around the world in your country. And to make things even more creepy, they could be posing as your neighbors or co-workers. Remember, all of these spies had normal lives with friends and family. So it really makes you think, do you know any spies in your area?
Does that give you cause to think about it? Potentially spies in your area?
I mean, you don't tend to think about it, but they're probably out there. It's probably true.
Mm-hmm. Well, how else will they get information? So let's go on. And again, we're focusing on real life spies today and those who have been caught. And its primary spies.
In the full glare of the media spotlight, President Obama of the United States and President Medvedev of Russia put their signatures to a new nuclear arms reduction treaty. The White House hoped this moment